Hello everyone, let us today talk about that how to improve your spoken English. And at the very outset, let me give you a caveat that I am not going to glorify English as a language. Although English is a lingua franca, that is, English is the international language, but that is a different topic that we are not going to dig into that. We are today specifically going to talk about that how to improve spoken English, right? And I want to ask you one very simple question, and I'm very sure that everybody whosoever is watching this particular video, they must have watched videos like this, like how to improve English, how to speak English with fluency, how to learn English without grammar, how many vocabularies are required for someone to start from the scratch, right? And can I speak in English in 30 days? Can I speak English in 90 days? How can I be fluent? Videos like this, similar kind of titles you must have searched, right? So I want to ask one very simple question, because this is going to be a conversation between you and me. This is not going to be a monologue that I'll be only speaking and you will have to just only listen. And at the end, you will not have any use or worth of this video. So I want this video to be productive, will be adding some value in your life. So I want to ask you one very simple question, and I want the answer in the comment box. That you must have watched like over 100 videos. You will get agreed that yes, I have watched almost like 100 videos about how to improve in English. But have you improved? Have you improved after having watched almost 100 videos or not? You'll have to answer in the comment below. I'm sure that the answers would be very complex, kind of somebody might have improved, somebody might not have, somebody might be struggling, somebody might be moving ahead, right? But if you want to speak English the way I'm speaking, whatever I could speak, like simple, little good, kind of. So if you want to speak English like me, I'd be sharing the journey that how someone can speak in English in a very generalistic way. I'm just keeping in my mind the person who has studied from the English medium, or English or Hindi medium from the first class to the intermediate or even to the graduation, right? Or throughout he has studied in Hindi medium and he's still thinking that would I ever be able to speak in English or not, right? You might be struggling to start. The best and the only way is that you start speaking to yourself. Now you'll be asking that how is it possible? Everybody must be complaining that there has to be certain kind of an environment wherein like almost everybody would be able to speak, and then I should go and join that batch, and then they would be helping me because they will be speaking in English, I will be listening to them, and then all of a sudden certain kind of miracle will happen in my mind or in my body, my hormones will be start releasing like that, something will happen, and then all of a sudden you will start speaking in English. You can only imagine this kind of situation, but I'm sorry, this particular situation is not the reality. And it hasn't happened to anyone's life so far. So the best part is that how you should be speaking in English. You must be thinking that what is that way? What is that one particular way? So the same question that I'm asking you, that after having watched over 100 videos, minimalistically if I say, you must have watched even more, right? So I'm asking you one very simple question, that after having watched almost over 100 videos, have you found that one particular way, one method, have you found? The answer is no. The answer is clearly no, because everybody would be sharing the experiences of their lives, and your life is different. Everybody's life is different, as the face of everyone is different in the whole planet, right? So when everybody's face is different, everybody's experiences are different, everybody's environment is different, how can you expect somebody to tell you the one simple way that okay, if you follow this, you'd be able to speak in English, right? So that is why this is a very humble request from my side, that the tip that I am going to give you is that you should ask question to yourself. Now you'll be asking, this sounds very lame, this sounds very common. I have tried to practice, I have tried to speak a lot of times, but actually nothing works, right? But this particular way that I'm telling you will definitely work. Now what is that way? The way is that how you can ask questions to yourself. That particular question should be very well framed, right? Suppose if I ask you what is the GDP of USA, you will be like flabbergasted. I don't know. It will be like floxinoxynilipilification, kind of situation. So if I ask you, what is the GDP of China? Again, you'll say, I don't know. You may not know. You may know, right? But if you do not know, what will you do? You will Google it. Very instantly you will Google it, or you will read a book, or you will read newspaper, or probably you will ask to some of your friends whom you know that okay, this particular person must be knowing the answer of this particular question that you are going to ask to him, right? So that is fine. But if I ask you why you want to become an IAS officer, why you want to become a PCS officer, why you want to become a banker, why you want to work in a hospitality industry, why you want to work in an aviation, right? So these kind of questions are very, very personal to you. So the answers will also be very, very personal, and those answers cannot be searched on Google. That is why I asked you by giving you very simple example about that what is the GDP of USA or the China, right? So these are the factual questions, right? These are the factual questions you may not know, but the question that you will be asking to yourself, probably you are going to know the answer of those questions very, very clearly in your mind, right? Because always remember that there is one you which resides within you, right? There is one you or there is one person who resides in you, who knows you better than you know yourself. When you see yourself in the mirror, the only one person appears, only one physical structure appears, but the subconscious mind is keep on thinking something else. Suppose if you want to do anything that you think that the person is living inside you, think is that, no, this particular thing is wrong, you should not do it, right? And you want to do it, but ultimately what happens that we end up doing it. We don't listen to the inner person, the person resides in, but that person always guard off that no, you should not do this, you should do this. But sometimes because of compulsions, because of those kind of habitual compulsions or the practices that we do every day, we end up doing all these kind of things. But ultimately we start regretting that, okay, I should not have done these kind of things, right? So the first thing or the first kind of tip that I would like to give you, that will definitely 100% it will work you if you apply it right away. You will start speaking in English instantly. Instantly means from right now. After just once you complete the video, you will start doing that exercise. It will give you instantaneous results. Now instantaneous results means what? The moment you will pause the video, you will be able to speak in English. Is that going to be a miracle? No. This is going to be a sheer kind of hard work. You'll have to put in efforts from your side. Now how to do it? The most important part is that how to do it, how to ask questions to yourself. You should first ask very simple question that how are you? What is your name? Whatever your name is, put your name and ask how are you X? How are you Y? Right? Then you will have to answer that, okay, I am fine, I'm good, I'm doing good, I'm better, I'm thinking, yes, I'm feeling lucky. Likewise, these kind of questions you can ask to yourself. Now the next question that must be coming to your mind, that these are very, very simple question, very, very simple question. I know that how to speak this. No, you are wrong here. How you are wrong here? Because you are not practicing it. So when somebody will ask you, like all of a sudden, and you will be completely out of mind, like suppose you are doing something else, and the person asks you, how are you? Because you will not be answered very clearly because you have not practiced it. Like suppose if I ask you, what is the name of your father? What is the name of your city? Right? If I ask you the answer in a single line, right, in a proper structure, that okay, my father's name is so and so. So if you are speaking, my father's name is so and so, my father's name is so and so. So like hundreds of times, more than 100 times or thousands times probably you must have spoken these kind of sentences. So when instantly or suddenly these kind of questions are put to you by anybody, you don't have to think before answering this question, right? Because there are so many questions comes to your mind also that I have to speak English. First I have to think, then I translate that particular Hindi into English and then I'm able to speak. It happens because that you are not practicing enough. You will have to practice enough. Now the next question is that should I go to coaching? Should I read some study material? No. Should I watch English movies? No. Should I read the newspaper? No. You don't have to do anything. First start working from your side. How to start working from your side? Ask very, very simple question again to yourself, that why do you want to become an IAS officer? Suppose hypothetically if I'm asking you a very simple question, that why do you want to become an IAS officer? Why do you want to become a PCS officer? Why do you want to become a banker? Why do you want to work in a hospitality industry? Why do you want to work in aviation? Right? Why you want to go to study abroad? Right? Why are you doing certain kind of things? Right? After having learned how to speak in English, once you become fluent, what would you do? What are your goals? What are your purpose of your life? Right? Have you found the right purpose? Have you found the right person? Have you found the, likewise, like endless questions are there, and magically or ironically, the answers lies within you. These kind of questions answer nobody can give you except you. You are the only person who can give so many kind of answers to yourself, and those questions you can create like anything. You can create the question, you can create the answer, you can modify, you can customize, you can do anything, right? Because it is you speaking to yourself, right? And everybody is asking that I don't have any environment, what should I do without environment? I want at least like 5 to 6%, like minimal, so if they know very good English, like if they know very, very good English, it will be very, very helpful for me. No, it will be a setback for you because you would not be able to participate when they start speaking. So it is good for you that you do not have environment at the outset, at the beginning of your practice. When you are starting how to speak in English, when you start learning, then it is very good that you should not have any environment. And I wish that you should get deprived of if you have any kind of environment. You should have to just completely alienate yourself from the person who are able to speak in English. First, you should give at least 1 week or a month. 1 week to 1 month, you have to give in a very isolation to yourself. Ask questions to yourself. Ask questions to yourself. Why are you born on this planet? Just give some hypothetical answers to yourself. Give some hypothetical answers to yourself, because you only know whatever you know. So now you'll say, I don't know the grammar, I don't know the structure, but I'm asking you one very simple question, that whatever I'm speaking, you are able to understand, right? And I'm very sure everybody whosoever is watching this video, they are 100% understanding whatever I'm trying to say. Right, whatever the message, whatever the idea that I want to give you all, you are able to understand everything. So once you are able to understand everything, that means somewhere in your mind these kind of structures are set. Somewhere in your mind these kind of structures are set properly. It is just that it requires certain amount of courage from your side to put in efforts and start speaking in English. The day or the moment you will start speaking in English, you will be amazed to see yourself that you are able to speak like this. And I give you 100% guarantee that you record your voice. And after recording your voice, you speak for 1 minute, not more than that. I'm asking that initially when you start speaking for 1 minute. Okay, anything that comes to mind. Suppose you ask that, okay, how you want your life to be. Like you want to have good cars, you want to have a good wife, you want to have a good house, you want to have a good career, you want to do so many good things to the people, you want to help to the people, right? Likewise, so many questions, whatever your personal takes on these kind of questions are. Okay, and you speak. And you speak on the voice note. Okay, let that voice get recorded in your mobile. After 5 minutes or after 1 or 2 hours, when you forget, like sometimes you feel that, okay, I have spoken, you suddenly start listening to what you spoke. You will be amazed to see that, did I speak like this? There would be many sentences that you would not have thought, but you would have spoken. Right? This is how it works. But what you are looking for is that you are looking for a confirmation, that someone should confirm you. Someone should give you a guarantee that yes, you do this and then you will start speaking like this. No, see, I am making this video. Do you think that I have the teleprompters, or I have written it something, or I have to actually, completely memorized all these kind of things before speaking? No, nothing like that, because it is just a language. I'm talking to you, I'm speaking to you. This is going to be a conversation. All right. So likewise, you think that you don't have to have everything before starting anything, right? It is good that whatever less you have, the less confusions you will have. So it's like, very easily, for the present, is MR you'll have to use. Simple, is MR, you can easily identify is MR and kind of, ing form. That, okay, I'm doing this. So you are very aware of this ing. And for the past, what do you need to do? Was, were, had, maximum, you use this. And for the future, only one thing, will be having. Like these kind of things. Like suppose, very simple kind of example, suppose you are watching this video, okay, or you are just watching this video and I want you to speak right now. So how you can speak? Like with one simple step, if I give you I have. So I have means mere paas hai. I have, mere paas hai, right? So have, everybody knows have matlab pass, theek hai, I matlab main, right? So I have this. So you are sitting in your room, wherever you are sitting, okay, what you need to do is that just make a list. Just make a list of all the things that you have. I have a pen, I have a t-shirt, I have a lower, I have a shoes, I have a mobile, I have earpods, I have a watch, right? I have a home, right? Whatever you have, like hundreds of things, and then you say, I have this, I have that, I have this. So almost 100 times, almost thousands of times